welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Horned Frogs will put total weather to crank us up. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands. And it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they're able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Flips it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense on that play, sniffing out the screen pass. They had their eye on the ball. They were able to rally to the running back, gain of no yards.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And the Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the ball comes to rest right there. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Using his legs, it's Cook. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the air, it's Sperry. Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
And that's that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. The field goal is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Owens. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up with the completion.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Pocket breaking down. Got his man downfield. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Off the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is how you start a drive. You meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
That one comes out hot down the right side. It's caught. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Power football with the run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Berry. Caught in the backfield. It's Callow. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's the handoff. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Horned Frogs get enough for the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Caught in the backfield, it's James. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Made a defender miss. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Horned Frogs are on the move. Off play action on first down. Catch in the middle. It's James. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. To the air. It's Owens. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quick release on the RPO.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The lone back's got it, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as they run.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to Davis. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. To throw, it's Sperry. Quickly to the tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. And the Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Baker. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
Man, as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
Grab behind the line. It's Black. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Looking to throw, it's Owens. Catch in the middle, it's Baker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Cook. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. All right, guys. guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals.
Oh, out of space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Got his man. Tackled there by the defense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On third down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Punt is on its way. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the ground, it's Cook. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got it behind the line. It's Cook. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. And the Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Makes the grab. It's Baker. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. The Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Owens. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Quick pass and catch, good enough for the first down. Didn't need a lot, but they got enough. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The play action fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the ground with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Quickly out to the tight end. And they get him down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hardy. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Got it in the middle. It's Black. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets it to the 23. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Cook. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Running to the left. Oh, better look out! He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Fakes to grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hardy. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Black. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense set on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Owens. That's reeled in, it's Cook. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quarterback empties his backfield. Gonna look downfield again. Got a man. It's Black. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's gonna go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Finds his man. It's James. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. The screen. He's got wheels. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Fires to the tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The run from the shotgun. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To the air, it's Barry. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll do it himself on the draw. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires left. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's loose. The 20. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going.
Touchdown, TCU! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1, now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and they're down 8 here in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Line getting set on 2nd down. Running it to the right. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Seminoles back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll try the run. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll give it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season.